In the heart of northeastern Nigeria, beyond the busy cities and major highways, lies a landscape of rolling hills, rocky outcrops, and ancient mountain communities. For centuries, these highlands have been home to people whose histories are preserved not in grand monuments but in stories, traditions, and language. Among these communities are the Zul people. Their language, known simply as Zul, is one of Nigeria's lesser-known linguistic treasures. Spoken by a relatively small population, it represents a unique branch of Africa's rich cultural and linguistic heritage. This is the story of the Zul language and the people who continue to keep it alive. The Zul people live primarily in present-day Bauchi State in northeastern Nigeria. Their homeland is associated with the area around the Zaranda Mountains and surrounding communities. For generations, these hills provided both protection and opportunity. The terrain helped communities maintain their cultural identity while remaining connected to neighboring people through trade and social interaction. Life in this region has long revolved around farming, community cooperation, and adaptation to the natural environment. The mountains became more than a place to live. They became a foundation of identity. At the center of Zul identity is the Zul language. Linguists classify Zul as a member of the Afro-Asiatic language family. More specifically, it belongs to the Chadic branch, a group of languages spoken across northern Nigeria and parts of neighboring countries. This places Zul in the same broad family as Hausa, though the two languages are distinct and not mutually intelligible. The language developed over centuries within the mountain communities of Bauchi State. Like many indigenous African languages, Zul serves not only as a means of communication, but also as a repository of culture, history, and traditional knowledge. Much of what is known about the early history of the Zul people comes from oral tradition. For centuries, elders preserved knowledge through stories, songs, and proverbs. These oral traditions recorded community origins, migrations, important events, and cultural values. In societies where written records were rare, memory became a form of history. Each generation inherited the responsibility of preserving and transmitting knowledge to the next. Language became the bridge between past and present. Through it, the voices of ancestors continue to speak. Traditional Zul communities have long relied on agriculture as the foundation of daily life. Families cultivate crops suited to the environment, including millet, sorghum, maize, beans, and vegetables. Farming is often supported by communal cooperation, with relatives and neighbors assisting one another during planting and harvest seasons. Community life revolves around family networks, traditional leadership structures, and social gatherings. Ceremonies mark important milestones such as births, marriages, harvests, and festivals. These events strengthen bonds and reinforce cultural identity. Like many African cultures, the Zulu people express identity through music and performance. Songs accompany celebrations and ceremonies. Drums provide rhythm and energy. Dance transforms gathering into collective expressions of joy and unity. Music also serves practical purposes. It preserves history, it transmits values, and it reinforces social cohesion. In this way, culture is not simply remembered, it is performed and experienced. Historically, Zulu communities practice indigenous belief systems connected to ancestors, nature, and spiritual forces. Over time, Islam became the dominant religion throughout much of the region. Today, most Zulu speakers identify as Muslims, while many traditional cultural practices continue to survive as part of the community heritage. This blending of faith and tradition reflects the broader history of northern Nigeria, where cultural continuity often persists alongside religious change. The Zulu language faces challenges common to many minority languages around the world. Larger languages such as Hausa increasingly dominate education, commerce, media, and public life. Young people often grow up speaking multiple languages. As communities become more connected to urban centers, smaller languages can lose ground. Researchers consider Zulu a vulnerable language because of its relatively small speaker population. Without active transmission from one generation to the next, languages risk decline. Yet, many families continue to use Zulu in daily life, helping preserve an important part of their heritage. Every language represents a unique way of understanding the world. Within its words are histories, values, and perspectives developed over centuries. When a language disappears, humanity loses a piece of its cultural diversity. The preservation of Zulu is therefore about modern communication. It is about protecting memory, protecting identity, and protecting a heritage that belongs not only to the Zulu people, but to the wider human story. Today, the future of the Zulu language rests in the hands of its speakers. Every conversation spoken in Zulu helps keep the language alive. Every story told in the language strengthens cultural continuity. Every child who learns it becomes a guardian of heritage. Though little known outside its homeland, Zulu remains an important part of Nigeria's remarkable linguistic diversity. Its survival reminds us that even the smallest languages carry immeasurable value. Hidden among the hills of Bauchi State is a language that has endured through centuries of change. A language of memory, a language of resilience, a language of identity. The story of the Zulu reminds us that every language matters, because within every language lives a unique vision of the world. And as long as the people continue to speak, teach, and remember, the voice of Zulu will continue to echo across the mountains.